Hi guys, it's Blackie.
And Bear.
And instead of doing an always stay, we're riding around doing a little scouting. It's the fall time for scouting, so let's look around and just thought you might want to ride along. So here we go. Alright, easing along the dirt road. Looking for sign in the sand and long. Looking for game trails. Lots of sign of hog, deer, coyote.
Coon.
Tons of American Viewberry. Man, you need to get the grandkids and get out here and pick berries and make some jelly.
That would be fun.
Not for us, for them, but it would be for us. Cause man, I mean, just look at it, it's purple everywhere.
I know.
Man, there's 10 million pounds of it sitting right out here. You about to corner the market on, beautyberry jelly.
That's not a bad idea. Put it up, let it sit till spring, and bring it out for the farmer's market.
That would be real good. Or bring it out for my gathering.
Yeah.
Let people try it. I've eaten it. I haven't ever made it. It was never my thing. My cooking was different than that. Mine was meats and stuff like that. There's a game camera right there. You guys that keep asking and pointing out my videos, Blackie, why don't you just use a game camera? Because game cameras get stolen or shot.
Several months ago, we did a video where we pointed out the hill that's mentioned in DeSoto's records. That's it.
That's the hill right there. That ridge. For a refresher, what it was, the DeSoto's conquistadors came down here and they were going down this river, and they talked about they rounded a bend and were looking up at a mountain. Well, it's an optical illusion, but when you're down here at the river's level, which is a good 50, 60 feet lower than where we're at right now, whenever you look uphill, you see that ridge, and it makes you think you're looking at a mountain, which you ain't.
Well, I promise you go to walk up it, it's going to be a mountain.
I think your nephew's done dug a hole out here, dude. Pathfinder slowly climbing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Might need to call Jake. Tell him bring the chain. We ain't going nowhere else, man. They done it to us, man. Come on, baby. There we go. Yep. That's why you don't panic when you're doing this stuff. Go slow and easy. I got my Pathfinder dirty, man. It's a truck. This is a place they keep cleaned out. It's a favorite place to come. You see me and Bear come out here and do videos this place sometimes. We're looking at the river, and it's pretty low right now.
We need a good meet and rain.
Yeah, we do. Or we need one of the... You gonna get out?
Yeah, I'm gonna get out.
Alright, we'll get out. Need one of the hurricanes to run by and drop a few inches of rain on it. Which we may have next weekend. Oh, my poor Pathfinder. Oh, my God. Yeah, right.
For the record,
yeah,
Mrs. Blackie is not going to be happy with
Oh, she don't care.
I've known her longer than you have.
Red is pretty much a virgin. Whenever I got this, it had been somebody's extra vehicle, and they had never taken it out and done anything. In fact, whenever I got up under it, and this thing is a 1991, the frame wasn't even packed with mud. It looked like it'd never been in deep mud. It probably had never been off the road till you just watched me do it.
The previous owner, it probably had never been in the
Probably his previous owner, but she's a truck now. She's gonna work. You can see the shoals and the shallow areas out there. Now, for those of you that would be thinking about such things, see if I can get you a clear shot down there. Okay, see that nice deep channel right there? That's where your trot line goes. Put it in up here and run along that wall. Be a good place for a trot line, because everything's going to funnel in there. Now look at that circle light yonder in the water. They're like big stumps, don't it? Sticking up at water level. That might be ancient cypress stumps. We've gone in this river before and found on the bottom big, huge, where the river had changed over the years. And back in the days when it was mostly swampy, there were big old cypress out there in it, and now.
For the record.
Yeah.
I have walked across this river
Uh-huh.
and made the mistake of stepping off into that channel.
Yeah.
It's about chin deep, and I'm right at 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just all of a sudden like, whoop, there you are.
Yeah. Oh, when we were boys and we'd go running off these, this high, this bank, we would just run off and leap out and try to splash down in the water, and sometimes the water was 12 foot deep and sometimes it was 6 inches. Yeah.
It is truly amazing that we survived
Well, we've got the scars to prove it.
and lived to tell the story.
Yep.
Look at that spider web shade.
Oh yeah, there you go. Alright guys, what you were looking at here is one of our big old, and then circle around, this web's probably 4 foot across. I just walked all the way around it. There she is. Right. See if I can target her. There she is. Yeah. That big old garden spider. She's about, oh, stretch her legs out, she'd be 3 inches across. And this web's, that you can, I hope you can see it in the light, but that web's probably 4 foot across. I was about to walk into, and then Bear would have a good laugh. September's the time of spiders. They come out everywhere.
That's the best ninja training in the world.
Oh,
I found you some fatwood.
oh, really? Where?
Right down there.
Oh, that stump that?
See that fatwood stump sticking up?
Yep.
I would not.
Oh, yep. Fatwood stump.
A little bit steep.
Ah. Could have done it when you was 18.
How many years ago were you 18?
We were not discussing me. We were discussing you. Alright. Let's see what else we can find down here. We got about, 45 minutes before I got to bug out of here. So we'll go over here and take another little quick look around. Now that we're all good and muddy. Oh, we're just having fun now. What you're looking at, guys, is a great big huge oak over here on Bear's land. And me and him are out here looking around, doing a little bit of a scout. You can see what the terrain looks like. There's some water back down in that way, and that ridge goes up, and we're down in this holler. If you holler real good, it'll echo down in here. But what Bear is looking for is the elusive acorns. This is them big overcup acorns that's like the size of a gumball sometimes. Show them one of them.
That's one.
That's one of them overcup oaks. See how the top covers it all the way up? We was looking at it, see, because he wants to make some acorn bread.
The hogs have been through here, so there's not a lot to pick from.
Yeah, looks like we're going to have to come over here and shoot hogs in order to get acorns.
instead of doing acorn bread, we'll just do bacon.
Well, we can do bacon, you know, that's true. But down here in this bottom, this, on a good year, guys, Bear can come out here with a couple of grandkids and walk around and fill up 4 or 5 coffee cans of, you know, them big old acorns and make bread out of them. So we come in here, take a look around. It's end of September, about to be October. And bow season starts next month in about, what, 3 weeks?
Yeah.
2.5, 3 weeks.
Something like that.
Bow season starts. Hog is already in. It's a no close season down here with us. And then you've also got squirrel, rabbit, all that. A lot of the small game has done come in this year kind of early, and it's already dove season. So, but unfortunately, it's still hot down here right now, where the humidity's dropped a little bit, but we had a couple of cool days, and now we're creeping back up like 92, 93, and afternoon the moisture off the Gulf gets here, and suddenly you're back at 80% humidity, and it's just no fun to hunt when it's like that. I'm waiting for a good cool morning.
Squirrels will also have a parasite that we call a wolf, and generally they don't affect the meat, but folks generally don't like to eat them. It's just a little lesion, but right beneath the surface of the skin. And for some reason, after the first frost, they're not an issue anymore.
Yep, and don't forget about how this is the time of the baby copperheads everywhere.
Yeah.
Where they're all about that big now. And they'll have that bright yellow little tail, look like a piece of corn or something.
This is an empty one next to the one that we were showing earlier, just to give you a size comparison.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna move and go look someplace else. We got plenty of briar. We got plenty of palmetto. We got plenty of wild grapevine.
Goldenrod.
Tons of goldenrod.
We've got. If you want goldenrod, we can set you up.
Yep. And you've also got, and I'll show you a picture in a minute of American Beautyberry is in big bloom right now. And so it's, you make a jelly out of the berries. They're bright purple berry. And it's kind of unique. Once you see one, you'll never mistake it again. But the leaves, if you crush the leaves up, it makes a really good insect repellent in nature. And I'll show you one of them up close in a few minutes when we get to it. Alright, they ain't gonna be here. Let's go someplace else. There's 2 old men in the woods today. Sorry it's not a regular old ways, but it's just 2 old guys out doing old stuff. It's the time of the year when you come out and you start doing scouts and stuff like that to get an idea. We're looking for deer sign, deer track. I'm looking at a pile right there of scat that's not old. It's still got flies on it. So that was probably done the last few hours or last night. And that's hog. That's hog stuff. Be a good place to come down here and just get on that tree line right over there, back behind the camera, and have a clear 50-yard shot on a 500-pound hunk of bacon. We shall see. All right, let's see where else we can find out here. Okay, he just found something over here. There's the overcup husked out where they've actually let go up on the tree and let the acorn go. And then there's 2 of the acorns, how big that is. Shift around, you can see it. I'm hand. It's the size of hazelnuts.
Yep. And the ground's just covered right here. We moved about 20 feet,
Yeah.
and just it's all over the ground.
But there's, like you said, tons of a hog and tons of deer scat everywhere too. So this is a major feeding area right here. Yep, he's done picked up a dozen of them. But if you think I'm gonna get on my knees and go through these briars, you're wrong, boss. Them days is over. American Beauty Bear, one right here. Okay, that directly in front of you is an American Beauty Bear. You see that bluish, purplish, and there are clumps of them going up like boop, 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 going up the stem. That's American Beauty Bear, and it's big in bloom right now, and it's everywhere down here. And of course, you can see the sea of goldenrod we got down here. You hay fever people are probably itching just looking at this. But deep briars and that. So. And yes, I need to go get the shotgun because we're out here in all of this walking around, and it's prime snake season right now. As they're getting mean and ornery, getting ready for the fall to get here, and they don't really go dormant, but they go kind of, well, they don't hibernate, but they kind of go dormant with us. They go into dens and stuff. But right now they're everywhere down here, and it'd be real easy to come walking up on one of this thick stuff. So I'm not interested in getting bit by a 5 or 6 footer, so let me go grab that gun just in case. No, Blackie don't want to do a video on that. Okay, now after this cruel old man is out here, yes, that evil person right there is out here making me crawl around on my hands and knees out here.
I'll grow up.
You're going, look under there, look under there. Light's wrong, look under there.
It hadn't hurt you.
Uh-huh. Make sure you pour them out on the ground now. Here, yeah. I'll dip down.
That's about, 15, 20 minutes. Doesn't look like a lot, but, you know, it adds up.
It does add up. Alright, let's go look for some tracks or something someplace else. We'll be back in a minute. Okay, we got a couple of what looks like armadillo or ground tortoises living right there where that bank is being eroded. And the stream that we were coming to take a look at is unusually low. Usually it would be 2, 3 more 4 inches, maybe even 6 inches deeper than this. Alright, there's dog tracks right there. Canine definitely. Got an armadillo?
Armadillo tracks.
Oh, armadillo tracks. There's a deer right there.
You can see where he went up the hill.
Yep, armadillo. Where he drug going up. And there's little bitty footprints of possums and stuff in the sand.
You know what an armadillo is, don't you?
Oh, yes.
Possum on the half shell.
Oh, I just always call them robo-possums.
Tactical possums.
Tactical possum. That's what Trinity calls them, is tactical possums. Still, it's not too bad. I was really expecting the water to be a little higher than this, to be honest. And usually in a crossing like this, we'll have a lot more sign than this. Huh. See if I can tilt you just a little bit without making you seasick. Like That maybe? Yeah, I can hold you out there like a boom now. Alrighty. Aha! Is that a rub? That's a rub. That's awful early for something to start rubbing, ain't it? Come here, take a look. Where it's got up there and rubbed it to the bark start. It might be from last season. But you got a game trail right there beside of it. See that rub?
That could be a bobcat.
Yeah.
Scratching his-
I see further down more. It probably is a cat mark. Him marking territory right here. It'd be a good place for him to mark territory.
We've got cat down here.
Oh yeah.
I've seen several.
They're a lot of fun whenever you're in up on a deer stand and one comes crawling up to talk to you. I had that happen. I was sitting in a deer stand one January morning and I heard something and I looked up and running down the trail was a bobcat.
Really?
And I thought, wow, you don't get to see. And he ran to my tree and came up the tree.
They wanted an autograph.
Yeah. I'm sitting there hollering at him like, wait. Human, look up.
Wow.
You know, bobcats you cannot hunt. You can defend yourself from, but you can't hunt. So he got about halfway up that tree. It's probably like maybe no more than 4.5 feet from me when he decided that he didn't want to continue coming on up. But I don't know what he was mad about or what he was really doing, but he was coming up that tree with a good clip.
Did you have any scent on you?
No, I didn't have anything on me for that. But now, you go look at the internet every season. Down here at Florida, there's been a bunch of them that had black bear come up. All right, what's this?
If you would, hold my trusty Blackbird
Okay.
bag. That's where we put our acorns that we picked up. We talked about this. Oh, that hurt.
Yep, getting old, so much fun.
It is not for the timid.
Or for youth is wasted on the young.
Okay, this doesn't have a tuber on the end of it, but it's got the rhizome to make the tuber. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to dig that out and push that back in. But, hey, wow, look at that.
I did, pretty good size one.
That's hog track.
I don't see them anywhere else of any size. That's probably about the biggest one I see.
I heard something just then across the creek. I wish I could remember right off the top of my head what this thing's called I'm digging up.
We interrupt this video for a little update. As you will see in a moment, Bear had a gray moment. That happens to us guys who have a little bit of snow and a little bit of wisdom. Sometimes the little gray cells, they go blah, and you have a gray moment. Therefore, he couldn't recall the name. No big deal. Afterwards, he did some research and sent it to me. So, on this little next screen, I will list down the name of the plant and etc. right here. We now return to the rest of our video.
But,
I hear your phone.
yeah, my son called me.
We'll get him.
But, these, oh man, I wish I could remember what the name of them is.
But what is it?
It is an edible root.
Okay.
This part right here. Cleans up like a potato.
Hmm.
And you can also take them and dry them and powder them and make flour out of them.
Hmm. Okay.
But yeah, look for these leaves. God, I wish I could remember what.
Oh, we'll
what
add
the
it.
name of it
He'll
is.
remember it once we get home, and I'll add it to the video right here.
But there's a whole
Whole run of them right there.
run of them right here.
There's probably a big root up under there to that bank. Now make sure you fall down and break something, okay? We hadn't been to the
That's
ER
all
in a
you
while.
need me to do.
I know. We ain't been to the ER in a while, so it's time to go and do an ER run. There's your collector bag, sir. Alright, what Bear was looking for some stuff to make some pine needle tea, and there's a young pine right in there. Go ahead and point it out.
If you look right back here, you can see the newer,
Uh-huh.
yellower leaves, the brighter leaves.
Uh-huh.
That's what you want. I'm trying to avoid breaking the spider web down,
Yeah.
but that's what you're looking for. And
Looking at this resource right here. Look at all this nice bark right here. It's just tearing off. I need gather a quick handful or two of this to put into the fire kit, just to top me up a little, because you never have too much. Waste not, want not, the old possum mentality. Get it while it's right in front of you. Okay, was riding along and hit that. Guys, look at the size of that hog trail. Wow. That looks like a herd of cows been through right there. I know where to come sit on a cool morning and look for hog at. Keep looking for sign. Lake's looking a little bit low. Still might be a good place to come bring a fly rod and see if we can get a few bluegills out of it. Okay guys, we are heading in. We've been out here plundering a little bit, and we have found some stuff. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. And looking at places to hunt, places to run trot lines, places to fish, you know, stuff to make a little thing. And some resource gathering, because we're talking about maybe coming back when it cools off a little bit and doing some pine tea and stuff like that with you guys.
acorn bread.
Acorn bread. He wants to work on acorn bread. So we're going to see what all we can do. And hopefully in a couple weeks we'll have a deer or something to show you. Alright guys, till next time, I'm Blackie.
And Bear.
Wishing you safe journeys. Be safe guys.